A warm and graceful morning to respected principal ma'am, teachers, parents, and dear friends. The International Day of Yoga is celebrated annually on 21st June since 2015, following its inception in United Nations General Assembly in 2014 at the initiative of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. The International Day of Yoga is celebrated all over the world with great enthusiasm and fervor.
Yoga is an invaluable gift of Indian tradition. The word yoga came from the Sanskrit word yug, which meant union of individual consciousness or spirit. By changing our lifestyle and creating consciousness, let us work together towards practicing yoga daily, as it is a roadmap for healthy living. It brings harmony between man and nature, a holistic approach to health and well being. It is not about exercise, but to discover the sense of oneness within ourselves.
The theme for this year's Yoga Day is Yoga at Home with Family. Inhale serenity, exhale stress. With this motto, Army Public School Bolaram has been practicing yoga since last 4 to 5 years. Chanting of shlokas in morning assembly, meditating in the morning before classes is being practiced daily. Yoga classes are being conducted for teachers and students.
गच्छध्वं संवदध्वं गच्छध्वं संवदध्वं संवो मनांसि जानता संवो मनांसि जानता देवा भागं यथा पूर्वे देवा संजानाना उपासते संजानाना उपासते संजानाना उपासते संजानाना उपासते संजानाना उपासते संजानाना उपासते.
Welcome to the world of yoga.
Let us start young sadhana with chalana kriyas or loosening practices to increase microcirculation. Neck exercises. Forward and backward neck bending. Stand in an alert posture. Keep feet comfortable apart and your arms on the waist. Exhale and bend head forward slowly and try to touch the chin to the chest. Inhale, move the head as far back as is comfortable and come back with inhalation. Right and left neck bending. Exhale, bend the head slowly to the right. Bring the ear as close as possible to the shoulder. Inhale, bring the head to the normal position. Exhale, bend the head to the left side. Inhale, bring the head up to the normal position. Right and left neck twisting. Exhale, gently turn the head to the right side so that the chin is in line with the shoulder. Inhale, bring the head to the normal position. Exhale, turn the head to the left side. Inhale and bring the head to the normal position. Neck rotation. Bend the head forward, trying to touch the chin to the chest. Inhale. Slowly rotate the head clockwise while coming down. Exhale. Rotate the head in anti-clockwise direction. Feel a stretch around the neck and loosening up of the joints and muscles of the neck and release of tension in the neck. People with neck pain and spondylitis should do gently. Shoulder movements. Feet together, make the body straight, the arms by the sides. Inhale, raise both the arms sideways above your head with the palms outwards. Exhale and bring them down in the same manner. The arms must not touch the head when going up or the thighs when going down. The palms must be open with the fingers together. Shoulder rotation. Stand erect, raise both the arms, place the finger of the left hand on the left shoulder and fingers of the right hand on the right shoulder. Full rotation of both the elbows in a circular manner. Try to touch the elbows in front of the chest on the forward movement and touch the ears while moving up. Stretch the arms back in the backward movement and touch the sides of the trunk while coming down. Do the same anti-clockwise and repeat 5 times. Practice of this Kriya makes the bone, muscles and nerves of the shoulder region healthy.
Trunk twisting. Keep the legs about 2 feet apart. Raise both arms up to chest level with both palms facing each other. Exhale. Twist the body towards the right side so that the left palm touches the right shoulder. Come back with inhalation. Now exhale. Twist the body towards the left side so that the right palm touches the right shoulder. Come back with inhalation. Repeat. Do slowly with breathing. Avoid this practice in case of vertebral and disc disorders and during menstruation. Knee movements. Inhale. Lift your arms up at shoulder level. Exhale. Bend the knees and bring down your body to the squatting position. Inhale and straighten the body. Repeat 2 more times. This practice strengthens the knees and hip joints. Avoid this in case suffering from acute arthritis. Exhale while bringing down the hands. Now let us move to Yogasanas. Tadasana. Tad means palm tree. Keep your feet 2 inches apart. Interlock the fingers and turn the wrist outwards. Inhale. Raise the arms up and bring them in line with the shoulders. Raise the heels off the floor and balance on the toes. Stay in this position for 10 to 15 seconds. This asana brings stability in the body, helps to clear up congestion of spinal nerves, corrects faulty posture. Exhale. Bring the heels down. Release the interlock of the fingers and bring the arms down parallel to the trunk and come back to a standing posture. Vrikshasana. Vriksh means tree. Stand with the feet 2 inches apart. Bend the right leg and place the foot on the inside of the left thigh. The heel should be touching the perineum. Inhale and extend the arms up and join the palms. Stay in this position for 10 to 15 seconds and breathe normally. This improves neuromuscular coordination,
endurance, and alertness.
Bhadrasana. Let us now get ready for sitting postures. Bhadrasana. Bhadra means firm. Sit erect with legs stretched out straight in front. Keep the hands beside the hips. This is Dandasana. Now put the soles of your feet together. Exhale and clasp your hands together over your toes. Pull your heels as close as possible to the perineum region. This is the final position. Stay here for some time. This helps in keeping the body firm and stabilizes the mind. Now stretch your legs and come to Vishramasana. Vajrasana. Sit in Dandasana. Fold your legs and sit on your heels. Keep the thighs closed and big toes touching. Place the hands on your knees. The head and back should be straight. This is Vajrasana. Ardha Ushtrasana. Sit in Vajrasana. Get up on your knees. Place the hands on the waist with the fingers pointing downwards. Keep the elbows and shoulder parallel. Bend the head back and stretch the neck muscles and bend the trunk backwards as much as possible. As you exhale, relax. Remain in this posture for 15 to 30 seconds with normal breathing. It helps strengthening back and neck muscles. Return with inhalation and sit in Vajrasana. Now we perform full version of Ushtrasana. Sit in Vajrasana, kneel down on the floor. Keep your thighs and feet together. Get up on your knees. Bring the knees and the feet few inches apart. While inhaling, bend backwards. Place the right palm on the right heel and the left palm on the left heel. Be careful not to jerk the neck while bending backwards. Ushtrasana is extremely useful for defective eyesight and useful relieving back pain and neck pain. Shashankasana. Shashank means hair. Spread both the knees wide apart. Keep the toes touching. Keep the palms between the knees. Exhale and slowly stretch them full length. Bend forward and place your chin on the ground. Keep the arm parallel. Look in front and maintain this posture. This helps to reduce stress and anger. Inhale and come up. Exhale and come back to Vajrasana. Stretch your legs back to Vishram Asana. Uttan Manduk Asana. The final position of Uttan Manduk Asana resembles an upright frog, hence the name. Sit in Vajrasana. Spread both the knees wide apart while the toes remain together. Inhale Raise both the arms, then cross both arms behind the head and place the hand on the upper part of the opposite shoulders. Keep the back and neck straight. Maintain this position for a while. This asana is helpful in backache and cervical pain. It helps in diaphragmatic movement and helps to improve lung capacity. While coming back, slowly raise both the arms with inhalation. Bring back the knees together as in the initial position.
Vakrasana. Vakra means twisted. Bend the right leg and place the right foot beside the left knee. Bring the left arm around the right knee and place the arm beside the right foot. Exhale. Twist the body and neck to the right. Comfortably remain in this posture. Turn your head back. Take out your hands with exhalation. Stretch your legs. Now come back and relax in Vishram Asana. This asana increases flexibility of the spine. It helps to overcome constipation, dyspepsia, and in the management of diabetes. Makarasana. Makara means crocodile. Lie down on your stomach with feet wide apart, feet pointing outwards. Rest your head on your hands and relax. This is Makarasana. This asana is practiced for relaxation in all prone postures. It promotes relaxation of the lower back. Now let us be ready for prone posture. Bhujangasana. Bhujang means snake or cobra. Lie down on your stomach. Rest your head on your hands and relax the body. Now join your legs and stretch your arms. Keep the forehead on the ground. Keep your palms beside the chest and raise the elbows. Inhale. Lift the chin and chest up to the navel region. This is Bhujangasana. This asana is best for stress management. It also helps to manage backache and bronchial problems. Exhale. Rest your forehead on the ground and stretch your arms. Spread your legs. Place your palms and rest your head on the palms and relax. Shalabhasana. Shalabha means locust. Lie down on your stomach. Now join your legs. Press the chin on the floor. Keep both hands beside the body, palms facing upwards. Inhale. Raise your legs off the floor as much as you can without bending the knees. Extend the arms and legs well. To ease the lift of the body off the floor, stay in this position comfortably. This asana helps in sciatica and lower backache. It tones the hip muscles. Now exhale. Bring the legs down towards the floor. Take out your arms and rest on the floor. Cardiac patients should avoid this posture.
Setubandhasana. Now we move to supine postures. Setubandhasana. Setubandh means formation of a bridge. Join your legs. Keep the arms beside the body. Bend both the legs at the knees and bring the heels near the buttocks. Hold both the ankles firmly. Inhale. Slowly raise your buttocks and trunk up as much as you can to form a bridge. Remain comfortably. This is the final position. This asana relieves depression and anxiety. It strengthens the lower back muscles. Now exhale. Slowly return to the original position and relax. Lie down on your back. Please note, raise the head and shoulders. Try to touch the knees with the chin. This is Pavan Muktasana. This removes constipation, gives relief from flatulence, and tones up the back muscles and spinal nerves. Bring your head back. Exhale. Stretch your legs and relax. Shavasana. Shav means the dead body. This asana is meant for complete relaxation. Lie down on your back with the arms and legs comfortably apart. Palms facing upward, eyes closed. Relax the whole body consciously. Become aware of natural breath and allow it to become rhythmic and slow. Remain in this position till you feel refreshed and relaxed. This asana helps relieve all kinds of tensions and gives rest to both the body and the mind. It is very beneficial in the management of stress and its consequences. Kapalabhati. And stimulates respiratory centers in the frontal brain. Sit in any meditative posture. Close the eyes and relax the whole body. Inhale deeply. Expand the chest. Expel the breath with forceful contractions of the abdominal muscles. Continue active exhalation and passive inhalation. Then take a deep breath, exhale slowly and relax. This is one round of Kapalabhati. Each round should be followed by deep breathing. Pranayama, Nadi Shodhana or Anulom Vilom Pranayama is alternate breathing through the left and right nostrils. Sit in a meditative posture. Keep the spine straight and the head erect with eyes closed. Relax the body with a few deep breaths. Keep the left palm on the left knee in Jnana Mudra. The right hand should be in the Nasikagra Mudra. Place the right thumb on the right nostril. Breathe in from the left nostril. Close the left nostril. Exhale through the right nostril. Next, inhale through the right nostril. Close the right nostril and exhale through it. Left nostril. This is one round of Nadi Shodhana or Anulom Vilom Pranayam. Repeat for another 5 rounds. For beginners, the duration of inhalation and exhalation should be equal. Gradually make it 1:2. Inhalation, exhalation. The breath should be slow, steady and controlled. The main purpose of this pranayama is to purify the principal channels of energy. This nourishes the whole body. It induces tranquility, helps to improve concentration. It increases vitality and lowers the level of stress and anxiety. It also elevates cough disorders. Bhramari Pranayama. Bhramara means a black bee. During the exhalation of this pranayam, the sound produced resembles the buzzing of a black bee. Inhale deeply through both nostrils. Exhale slowly in a controlled manner, making a deep, steady, humming sound as that of a black bee. This is one round of Bhramari. Repeat 2 more times. This is a great tranquilizer. It's found good in the management of stress-related disorders. Now do the Bhramari with Shanmukhi Mudra. Close your ears with your thumbs. Place the forefingers on your eyes, middle fingers on the nostrils, ring finger and small fingers on the lips. Open your nose and inhale through both nostrils. Exhale slowly in a controlled manner, making the deep humming sound of a black bee. It is a useful reparatory pranayam for concentration and meditation. Dhyan. Now, let us prepare for Dhyan. Dhyan or meditation is an act of continuous contemplation. Sit in any meditative posture. Keep your spine comfortably erect. Hold Jnana Mudra. Keep your palms facing upwards upon the thighs. Arms and shoulders should be loose and relaxed. Close your eyes and sit with a slightly upturned face. You need not concentrate. Just maintain a mild focus between the eyebrows and be conscious of your breath. Dhyan keeps the mind calm and quiet. It increases concentration, memory, clarity of thought, and willpower. It rejuvenates the whole body and mind, giving them proper rest. It helps to develop positive emotions. Meditation leads to self-realization. End the yoga practice session with Shanti Path or universal prayer.
भवन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति
Yoga is a light which once lit, never dim. The better you practice, the brighter you flame. On behalf of APS Bolaram, I would like to extend my gratitude and sincere thanks to our respected Principal Ma'am, Mrs. Smita Govind, who has always been motivating and inspiring us, for being a catalyst that stimulates us to do our best, standing as pillars of strength and promoting the essence of yoga. An event like this cannot happen overnight. The wheels started rolling weeks ago. Planning with a bird's eye, attending to each and every detail, we have been fortunate enough to be backed by a very devoted and an active team. With a deep sense of appreciation and regards, we thank our proactive and dedicated teachers for their diligent efforts and enthusiasm. A special mention to our treasuring yoga gurus, Mrs. Abha Rao and Mrs. Jayashree, for enlightening us about yoga. Our deep admiration and sincere thanks to all the parents and well-wishers for your rock-solid support and encouragement. I would like to thank all the students for their hard work, zeal and dedication. Thank you.